Hey folks, it's Russ. Today's Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. I hope you're having a great day. If you feel like you're falling behind in your business or whatever it is that you're doing, I just wanted to make this video and talk to you about why you should stop comparing your success with others. Okay? It's super important to do, but before I get started, if you've never seen any of my videos, again, I'm Russ. I've been involved in the work from home space for the last 18 plus years. I've been fortunate enough to be working full-time for myself since 2018, and I am super passionate about helping people generate mailbox money through social media and direct mail marketing. So everybody compares themselves to other people, and you shouldn't do that for several reasons. The first reason is everybody's journey is different. I mean, we're all at different levels of the game. We're all at different stages in life. We're all looking for different results. So everybody's journey is different, okay? So if you go and you're looking at somebody who's in the network marketing space, who's making $1 million a year, and you're just starting out, you know, you can look at that person and be, and say, this is where I want to be in, the next 10 years. But if you are just starting out and you're mailing out, 100 postcards a month, and you're watching somebody who's making 6 figures a year mailing postcards out, you can't compare your success with that person. All right? Because it's just it's a trap. You're going to limit yourself, and most likely you're going to end up quitting before you even get started, okay? Because seeing other people's results when they're way better than yours, for most people, it's a trigger. And for some reason inside that, that person looking at those people's great results, they're saying, I can't do this. There's no way. It's going to take me forever to get to 6 figures a year mailing out postcards. And then they just give up and quit. And you got to remember that on social media, most people are just showing their wins on social media. All right? Very few people show the actual grind that it takes to get to where they are. And it's just like all these successful people, these super successful billionaires that you see. Rarely do you ever see or hear about what it took them to get to where they are now. Most of the time, you're just seeing their success. Or you're just seeing them at the top with everything that they have, and not the journey that it took them to get to where they are. I read a great book about Jeff Bezos and Amazon. And it took him a long, long time before Amazon, and I'm talking like 20 years almost, before Amazon turned a profit. There was a lot of work and hardships and downhill moments for Amazon when they were starting out. And just like Elon Musk, he slept for, I think, almost a decade on people's couches while he was building up some of his businesses. So you don't hear about those stories. You just see the people at the top. And so Facebook, it's great to look at people that you like to follow and see their success, but just know that it's taken them hard work, dedication, and most likely a lot of years to get to where they are. It's not just like you join a program and then you're going to mail out a few postcards and you're going to get rich. That's not how it works. Right? In fact, the only way that I know how to get rich is by winning the lottery. That's the only way I know how to get rich overnight, is by winning the lottery. All right? So you want to focus on your growth and just know that you're on your own journey. And it's okay. It's okay. Look at those people that you see who are having success and just tell yourself, that's where I'm going to be in X amount of time. That's where I'm going to go. By doing what I'm doing today, by taking action and showing up every day and staying consistent, in X amount of time, I'm going to be where this person is. That's what you want to do. You don't want to compare anything else. It doesn't matter what my conversion rates are. It doesn't matter how much money I make. It doesn't matter what my retention rate is with the people that I work with. None of that matters because I'm on my own journey and you're on your own journey. Your results are going to be different than mine. They could be better than mine. You know, there's no guarantee. It's just that we're all on a different journey. You want to follow mentors. You want to have a mentor. You want to have somebody that you follow who is doing what you want so that you can follow, you know, so that you can do what they're doing, right? You don't want to follow somebody who's a bozo and not doing anything. You don't want to hang around people who aren't taking action and leveling up. You don't want to be around people who aren't successful. You want to follow people that are successful. You want to see what they're doing and follow and do exactly what they're doing. And at some point, with enough work and consistency and dedication, you can get to where that person is. And you might even surpass them. You know, you just don't know. But comparison kills the joy and the momentum that you're going to have. You know, sometimes it takes people 2 or 3 months before they get a sign up in anything. Right? If you're looking at somebody who's getting 5 signups every single week and you're comparing yourself to that person, you're going to lose your momentum. You're going to lose your momentum. You're going to lose your excitement. You're going to lose the joy that you have for what it was you initially signed up for. So don't do that. Stop comparing your success with others. Everybody's on their own journey. All right? What you want to do is you want to focus on your growth. You want to track your wins. So I have a calendar right near my desk, okay? And every time I have a sign up, I'll put that down on the calendar. Every time I do a certain task or step out of my comfort zone and do something that I didn't want to do, I'll put that on my calendar. And I'll keep track of my growth. I'll keep track of it. You should do that. You should track all your wins. And your losses, really. You know, learn from your mistakes. But limit the comparison triggers, okay? Don't go on these people's pages and, you know, dwell on on the results they're having and the results that you're not. You know, most people that you see who are having success, they put in a lot of work. Okay? And you can do the same thing. Anybody in network marketing, that's one thing I love about network marketing, is that any single person, it doesn't matter what your race is, what your sex is, what your background is, anybody in this space can win. If they're willing to show up every day, take massive action, and stay consistent. Those are the 3 ingredients to having success with anything in life, really, but especially with network marketing. So anybody can do this. There are stories from all walks of life, people from all different backgrounds who are successful in network marketing. And in any program that you're with, you know, the sky is the limit as far as income potential. I can't guarantee what you're going to make because it's dependent on your work ethic. And most people don't have a good work ethic. Most people do not have a good work ethic. But the sky is the limit. You know, I know people that make $40,000 a week. I know people that make $200,000 a month. I know people that make over $1 million a year. All right? Some of these people do this mailing postcards out. Direct mail, through direct mail. So what I teach is, you know, how to leverage Facebook and YouTube, and then how to send out letters, and then direct all that traffic to systems that are in place for me that do all the selling and telling for me. So that my only job is to get people over to my systems, and then the systems take over. And then once somebody joins me, I send them out an email. It has all my resources, my letter template, my contact information, and then I help them grow their business. It's super easy. So you just got to remember, you're not behind anybody else. You're just on your own path. You're on your own journey. And some people are just a little further up the path than you. But anybody can get to the top of the mountain if you're willing to put in the work. So that's it for this video. I hope you found value in it. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. I try to do, provide value in my videos and some motivation on these videos when I'm in my truck. And then at nighttime when I'm doing my live videos, that's usually when I'll go over the different opportunities that I'm a part of. But if you're interested in what opportunities I'm a part of, you can just go to joinruss.com and check out all my opportunities. Reach out to me with any questions. I'm here to help you out. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And until then, stay well, be safe, and peace be with you. Have a great rest of your day.